How we doing, Vol Nation? This is Frank Rock. This is the House of Orange Sports Channel coming at you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your patience during this last almost couple of weeks. We're back in the game. We got our power back last night after 10 days. We're back in the game. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. Make sure you share out that content. If you have not liked content already, hit that subscribe and turn on notifications. We will be going live tonight, 7:30. Myself, Kerry Williams. Backwoods Tennessee's coming on with us tonight. Looking forward to having him on as well. He's a regular listener on the channel, has his own YouTube channel. If you have not already, check that out as well. Excited to have him on tonight. But Tennessee, what has happened to Josh Heupel's offense? That's my question. What in the hell has happened to Josh Heupel's offense? This is not the Josh Heupel offense that we saw 2 years ago. We saw signs last year, and Joe Milton got all the blame. Okay? Joe Milton left. It was supposed to be, all right, we're going to see 2022 all over again. We've got this ultra-talented quarterback coming in, number one in the country. When he came in his recruiting class, depending on which publication that you looked at, we're ready to rock and roll. We're going to hit the ground running, and we're seeing the same thing over and over again. Saying the same offense. And we'll look at a few stats here for you. Against NC State, 460 yards. We said that was not the best they look. Nico was 16 out of 23, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 211 yards. Tennessee ran for 249 yards. We thought at the time, pretty good performance. And if this is, not their best, man, what's in store ahead? Oklahoma, here's where the excuses started. 345 yards. Nico, 13 out of 21, 194 and a touchdown. They rushed for 151. And this was a case where it's like all the excuses were made. Well, they did what they had to do to win the game because the tackles weren't doing their job, because the line wasn't doing their job, and so forth. And then this past week, 332 yards, 16 out of 28 passing, 156, no touchdowns, no interceptions, 176 rushing. What was the excuse then? Well, I've got a few theories on this one. Number one, did the creativity leave when Alex Golesh left to take the head coaching job at South Florida? Because this offense has not been the same. And it's been said that Joey Halsley's calling the plays, but you can bet your money that Josh Heupel has his fingerprint on what's going on here as well. Was it because Hendon Hooker was that good? Does Hendon Hooker not get the credit he deserves because he was that good? Is that the case? Here's the thing of it. What is this playbook we're seeing? What is this? We are not at all helping Nico out. We are not at all. And I'm telling you, you cannot put all this off on the offensive line either. I'm putting this squarely on the coaching staff. Their game plan is garbage. Whatever these play calls are garbage. They come out. This undisciplined football team is not helping matters either. I mean, you start the game out with a nice play to Dante Thornton, but Andre Karich is down the field doing whatever he's doing, and it gets called back. They never got in a rhythm after that. But this is not the offense we saw. Well, even when Joe Milton played, when Alex Golesh was there, they went fast, they went quick. Now, Joe didn't always make the throws. He didn't make the throws that Hendon Hooker did a lot of time, but they went much faster. They were much cleaner. I mean, you look at the bowl game. I'm trying to think, did Golesh call the bowl game against Clemson? I mean, it looked a whole lot better then. Where's the quick slants at? Where's that 12 personnel that worked against North Carolina State? We've not seen it since. You've got 3 really good tight ends, and we're playing Kitzelman. Kitzelman's fine. Don't get me wrong. Ethan Davis is a mismatch for teams. Holden stays. Ethan Davis not even getting in. Give me a break, man. Give me a break. This dude is a mismatch problem across the field. We're not utilizing him. We're seeing the same guys. Kelsey Pope has said these receivers need to step up. Well, it looks like you're probably going to be without Brew and Squirrel this week, is my guess. It's not been determined. We'll see the injury report as the week goes along. Now's your time. Now's your time for your Chris Brazzles, your Mike Matthews, your Chaz Nimrod, your Caleb Webbs to step up. I've even seen speculation Dante Thornton could be out as well. I'm not sure on that one, but I've seen nothing official. And Josh Heupel, he's not going to say anything ahead of time on it either. We do know that. But that's the speculation. So What are we going to do? I mean, you've got a guy like Cam Seldon was supposed to be a weapon, very fast. Yeah, I get he's a third string running back. Can we put some screens in or something for him? It was said when he came in, he can line up in the slot and do some things. Why can we not work him in? I'm not seeing an offense with any hint of creativity at all. I'm not even counting the Chattanooga and Kent State games because Tennessee was so much better than those teams. They did what they wanted to with them. But when we played Power 4 competition, NC State, Oklahoma, Arkansas, all these teams have given them trouble. It's being said teams can go to 3-3-5 and shut down Josh Heupel. So here's my question. Why are you not working to combat the 3-3-5? If you know teams are going to run it, they're going to supposedly Arkansas surprised them this past week. You shouldn't be surprised by it. You should know the defense that can shut you down, and you should have an answer for how to do that. That tells me there's no creativity on this staff. So I don't know. This is not the Heupel offense. I don't know if he's been talking to Philip Fulmer. I don't know if he's been talking to somebody else that says, well, you gotta play grinded out football to win the SEC. That's not right. That's not right. Josh Heupel gained the fans' trust because we've seen an inexcusable offense for a few years out of Jeremy Pruitt. We saw it the last year out of Butch Jones. Fans wanted to see offense. Josh Heupel brought in offense for 2 years. Now for 2 years in a row, I mean, they've had their moments, don't get me wrong, but in the big games, they were scoring in these big games when Hendon Hooker was here, except against Georgia. Georgia's had their number. Where are we at now? Where are we at now? Josh Heupel needs to look in the mirror and figure this out because we know the Florida series. This is a perfect week. If you're Josh Heupel, you better find some offensive identity this week. If a win is a win against Florida, this is a week. If you want to get the fan base feeling good again, you need to come out and throttle Florida this week. Whatever playbook you have that's wide open, you better bring it. And we better help Nico out. Where's the Nico in the bowl game? Listen, I know Nico was pressuring the bowl game. Iowa was supposedly a good defense. But where's this Nico who was running, making plays, scoring touchdowns? We're not seeing it. We're not seeing rollouts unless he's flushed out of the pocket or something. We're not seeing runs outside. We're seeing nothing. No quick slants, no screen passes, except that stupid wide receiver screen. I mean, it goes for yards sometimes. Somebody's going to jump it and get a pick six on it at some point. It'll happen. It finally happened last year against Missouri. One of these teams will jump it at some point because they're running it too often. But I don't like this trend. I don't like this. Don't get me wrong. Love Josh Heupel. Love what he's brought. I'm not saying, but this offensive staff, Josh Heupel, Joey Halzle, they need to reevaluate. They need to reevaluate, and they need to realize if teams have got the book on them, it's time they evolve as well. What got you to the party? What got you to the table? It was a quick offense. Tempo's not there. You still got Cooper Mays at center, so that shouldn't be an issue with it. Are you protecting your tackles, or have we changed because Darnell Wright left 2 years ago? If that's the case, then we've got a problem with offensive line development here, which I do think we have a problem with. But the answer to it is get back to your roots. Go fast, make plays, go quick. Okay? What I mean by that, what's the difference? Go fast, go quick. Go fast with your tempo. Go quick in terms of your play development. They don't have time for plays to develop way down the field or anything. They don't have that time. Okay, this offensive line honestly has been disappointing in these big games. They're not getting it done. You've got to combat that, and you've got to be quick. I'm curious to see how they answer this week. Josh Heupel opened up his press conference today, said they looked some things on film, felt it was a good day today. So I want to see this Heupel, who was creative, who had arguably the best offense in college football. Now teams are figuring some stuff out. How do you combat that? There is a cure to it. It's called quick slants, quick screens, playmakers, speed. Does Josh Heupel, Joey Halzle do that or not? Whatever game plan they've had the last 2 weeks, they need to throw it out. They need to throw it out. It's not acceptable. Well, we're not going. We don't need to go back to Jeremy Pruitt level of offenses. That's what we've seen for 2 weeks. And this defense, man, they really about carried that team to victory the other night, even though they were not perfect. And they gave up some stuff too. Don't get me wrong on that, but a couple big fourth down stops. You know, it showed the end of the game. Nico missed Dylan Sampson possibly wide open where he could have taken a touchdown. He possibly missed Holden Stays on the last play. Well, we got to get better. We've got to help Nico out. He's supposedly a playmaker. Let him make plays. Open it up for him so he can play his game. If he needs to get out and run, let him get out and run. We don't want him to get hurt. Don't get me wrong. But at the same time, do you want to win football games or do you want to play not to lose? Which they've done the last 2 weeks, and it got them this past week. I'll stand by what I've said. I don't think that Arkansas team was that great. I don't. Arkansas fans, a bunch have come on, gotten mad at me, and this and that. Cannot believe I said that. Yeah, I'm saying it again. I don't think they were that great of a football team, but I give them credit. They outplayed us. They were the better team on that night. Tennessee was absolutely horrific. It was their yearly wet the bed road game. Arkansas fans don't get that with me saying it. You know, if they're the college football connoisseurs that they claim to be, they'll know why we get upset over these road performances. I don't need another one to come in and tell me I'm crazy for saying they're not that good. They're not that good. Okay. It's sour grapes. Yeah. I hate to lose. I hate to lose, especially the way we did the other night. I'm not changing my opinion on it. I'm not changing how I see things on it. I'm wrapping up on that one. I hope to see you guys tonight, 7:30. We should have a fun one. We should have a fun one tonight. There's going to be a lot of debating. There's probably going to be some interesting opinions from all three of us tonight. And because I've texted both guys about the games, and should be fun tonight. Hope to see you tonight. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, you share, you subscribe to the channel as well. Membership tiers, we've gained a few. Thank you guys for that, for your membership tiers. As those memberships grow, we'll continue to evolve, be able to do more things with it. As we're at 9 right now, hey, I'm happy with that. There is the $1 a month Patreon as well. Or if you just want to say thanks, there is the super thanks option in the bottom right-hand corner. Frank Rock, we keep on keeping on. We're rolling full steam ahead as we got our power back and we're fully charged. Have a great rest of your day. This is the House of Orange Sports Channel. And last but most certainly not least, go Vols.
Everyone rejects me.